Hello, fellow Nigerians. My name is Lolo Nekachimese. I want Nigerians to, look at what is happening right now in our country. For me, I try to picture the season of the Civil War, the build up to the Civil War, what the environment was like. And I'm trying to compare it now that during the Civil War was not actually fought to keep Nigeria one, no, but it was fought out of people's selfishness. The coming together of Awolowo and Gowon. Because I'm aware so many Yorubas were against that war. Somebody like Walosho Yinka went to prison because of that war. He was against that war, and so many Yorubas. But of course, Awolowo was able to carry them along by giving them free education and all the goodies. He fought the war because he was so desperate to be Nigerian president. Gowon also fought that war. That war ought to have been averted in Aburi if they have implemented the Aburi Accord. But because Gowon was so desperate, because he came from a minority, this is the only opportunity he felt he can become president. So he went into that war, and millions of people died. Fast forward 2014, Senator Tinubu and Muhammadu Buhari came together. These are two desperate human beings who wants to be president at all costs. Now, President Tinubu is President Buhari wants to settle his Fulani people because Fulanis are wanderers. So he is looking for a land to grab to settle them. Then our president, President Tinubu, is desperate to be president and also to build southwest. Of course, he's carrying some people along, and he has built a gangster followers that are, complementing what he is doing. I call them the gangsters of Lagos, because if you go to other Yoruba states, you don't get to hear this boast of Igbo people. Now, it's as if there is a particular agreement. These gangsters from Lagos and the jihadists from the north has against the Igbos to wipe them out. Of course, they did whatever they can to provoke Igbos to war. General Buhari, he couldn't do that. Right now, President Tinubu has taken over. He is also trying his best to provoke Igbos to war or to do whatever so that they can be killed. They are sponsoring jihad. Seriously, they are trying whatever they can to sponsor jihad, to sponsor genocide. They are just waiting for the Igbos to be pushed to the wall, for Igbos to rise so that they can kill them. Let me tell you, this is not a tribe matter. In Lagos, the Igbos and the Yorubas live together. In my street where I live, we contributed the money, we developed my street into a small heaven. All right? The whole development, if you go to end all the streets in Lagos, it's not the government that is developing streets. It is individuals. Residents will come together, Igbo, Yoruba, and South and Southeast. Yorubas will call them Igbo. So let me say Igbo and Yoruba, majorly. Because you can hardly see Hausas live on the streets. They don't. It's usually Igbos and Yorubas. We team up to work. Now, what surprises me is when it's time to contribute money to work, they don't call you Igbo. They don't drag it and say, no, don't put money, it's our Yoruba land. We will develop it alone. But the moment the development concludes and there's more benefits, that is when the gangsters will rise. Because they're so greedy. Now, if you look at Lagos, you will see that these gangsters were the ones that have hijacked everything. Some of the Yorubas too are being marginalized even in Lagos. So if you look at what is happening now, both the one they are doing in the southeast, because they are sponsoring jihad and genocide in the southeast, the federal government contracted aside Kubo, a militant. They broke the jail in Imo State, pack all the criminals there, hand them over to Asari. He trained them and poured criminals into southeast and turned southeast into a crime scene, and they were sacking villages just like what they are doing in the north, and they were killing people. We are still fighting that. They have come to Lagos. They've changed street names. We ignored them. Now they are attacking our means of livelihood. I'm calling on Nigerians, fellow Nigerians, rise so that these people will not cause another war. Because when they cause the war, they will force you to join their army, and they will force you to fight in their war. And I'm using this opportunity. If you're an Igbo person and you're hearing my voice today, wherever you are you in Canada? Are you in America? Are you in Russia? Are you in China? Are you in India? Anywhere you are all over the world, raise your voice. Don't wait until they finish us up. There is genocide and jihad going on in Nigeria right now against Christians and the Igbos. Those of our brothers, bishops, please carry this message to Pope. We are also Christians. They are killing us here. Our brothers, if you are close to any government abroad, please take this message to them. It is not only Israel they are killing, they are marginalizing. They are killing us every day, destroying our properties every day. How can a fellow countryman tell a fellow countryman, this is my land, you cannot build in my land? Didn't Awolowo tell Yorubas, this gangster, not even Yorubas, this gangster that he fought this war to keep Nigeria one? Now, if we are one Nigeria, nobody has any right to claim any land. We are one Nigeria. I have never seen an American tell a fellow American that this is my land. So, I want to ask Nigerians, please, help me ask the National Assembly, how is Lagos now practicing regional government? That a sitting governor will move in bulldozer with no notice, with no nothing, start demolition multi-million naira worth of businesses. Please, Nigerians, let us rise and condemn this. If it means to do riots, to protest, so that these people will not cause another genocide or another war. You never can tell who will be caught in the crossfire. Thank you very much. Hello, fellow Nigerians. My name is Lord Onekachimeze. I want to call your attention to the activities of these gangsters. For some time now, I've been talking about these gangsters. Now, these gangsters are those that are responsible for heating up the polity, the ethnic rancors and the ethnic wars and fights, the fireworks of ethnicity. In Nigeria, these gangsters are the ones, sponsoring it. And these gangsters originated from Lagos and they are spreading all over Nigeria. They now have some members all over Nigeria. They are running it as a cult. Recently, P2B, anything, and their main targeter is at the Igbo tribe. P2B just greeted Alhaji Ladoja on his kingship, of course, on his crown. And these gangsters rose from all over the place to start condemning Peter that extended, that felicited with the newly crowned king. The newly crowned king did not complain. And some people rose to turn it into tribal sentiments, to bring tribal sentiment into it. Some said he insulted Alhaji Ladoja. Some said, there is nothing I have not heard. What are they trying to do? To provoke the Yoruba nation and pitch them against their Igbo brothers out of their selfishness, because they want to build momentum politically. And the only thing they can use to do, they don't care what they cause, whether it causes war, whether it brings division. Now, a young lady also came out to say, Igbos are migrants. Well, men looking at that young girl, she's not up to 30 years. And a 30-year-old girl whose mindset has been polluted to this extent. And that is how a lot of our Yoruba brothers and sisters, young girls and young men, have been co-opted into this hate. And our president, watch and see as this country is being set on fire by this. Do you know that Nnamdi Kanu today is standing trial for making such similar utterances? This young lady that called Igbos, fellow countrymen, migrants in their country, that is a treasonable offense and should be arrested and tried for treason, because she has already divided Nigeria. She has already overthrown the government in power, because if the government in power is the president of the whole Nigeria, and someone is now calling fellow Nigerians migrants into a Nigerian state, that is a treasonable offense. But you know what? Nothing will happen to them. Somebody has, in fact, one of the PAs to the president has come out to threaten the Igbos that they will not be allowed to participate in election in Nigeria. I keep on asking, did these people realize that so many lives were lost because they want to keep Nigeria together. That one of our illustrious sons is languishing in jail because he does say, this country is not working, divide it. But the same president that has put this young man in jail has watched several of his PAs, Reno Omokri, Fani Kayode, Bayo Ononuga, Ruben Abati, hundreds of them come out to make utterances to show that this is not a country. And they have not seen it that they don't want to overthrow the government, but that's what it means. If you are saying that citizens of a country are migrants, of course you are overthrowing the government. So I want Nigerians to rise before it is too late. Rise against these gangsters. And the leader of these gangsters is our president. And if our president said he is not the leader, he should do something. He should do the needful. He should show us that no Nigerian citizen is a migrant in Nigeria. It's an abomination. And the people you are calling migrants are people that fought war to tell you that this thing is not going to work. They even proposed regional government where each region will have freedom to run their affairs. But today, some part of Yoruba, some citizens of the Yoruba ethnic group are now carrying on as if Nigeria is running on a regional government system. That is, now, if it is on a regional government system, you can make an excuse to say, okay, well, if you say Igbos are migrants, that's okay. So we are challenging their president, and I want our fellow Nigerians to join their voices to mine. Let us ask our president, has Nigeria been divided without we knowing it? And if he says he is not in charge, he is not encouraging these gangsters with their dangerous utterances, he should get these people arrested and tried for treason, just like he is trying Nnamdi Kanu. Or we take it that he has removed the Igbos from the map of Nigeria, and the Igbos are no more Nigerians. And if that is the case, I'm sure the Igbo tribe would be willing and very glad to exit Nigeria. Our youth today, the IPOP group who controls most of our youth, take it or you leave it, are willing to exit Nigeria today. So our president should, and the National Assembly, I'm calling these two bodies to rise to these dangerous utterances, or we take it as they see Igbos as a conquered nation, and then that is why these utterances will go unpunished. Thank you very much.
If you're an Igbo man living in Lagos, Abuja, anywhere, go home and build your house in peace. Wait a minute. My name is Kevin Black. You can call me Chief Amuneke. Listen carefully to understand my point before you make a comment. Ex-footballer, Nigerian footballer, Emenike said something that got everybody thinking and got somebody like me thinking, and I decided to come out here so that we can discuss it, have that conversation. In several occasions, a few buildings have seen, not allegedly, destroyed in the name of it is being constructed along the drainage system, blah, 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 blah. This very particular one that came up yesterday that Emenike spoke about, he said that this place was formally approved by Lagos State government, and all of a sudden, this is brought down. That's not, I don't know much about the story. From where I saw it is written as allegedly. I don't know. But I just have a piece of advice for most people. First of all, the country we are in, there's nothing to hold on to. That you have this land, you have this house, where, especially where you are a stranger, we all claim to be one Nigeria. But we know what happens, especially when it involves politics and tribe. But in a real sense, best thing you can do for yourself, go home, build, develop your place. As I am now, I cannot make a comment based on politics. Because during the time of Obasanjo, we voted a lot of Yoruba people against even our Igbo brothers that year. But you can see the very first time somebody like me now came out and said, I want to vote for P2B, I cannot make a comment. That is to say that to some, you are not even welcome. You are not part of the country. If I make any comments because I'm displeased, maybe by the way the government is going, if I make one simple comment, the next thing you say is go back to your east. Go back. You think about it, and you think you are being rational. Go back to your east. What has going back to the east got to do with the Nigeria that belongs to everybody? This is a story for another day. The topic of this video is to tell my Igbo brothers, that you have a choice to go to your Anambra, go to your Enugu, go to Ebonyi, go to your Imo State, go to anywhere. Build. It is cheaper. It is easier. You have all the advantages to build there. Forget. You may not get the whatever quick money everybody's making and stuff. If you have business here, it's fine. Stay on rent. Go back and develop. Because there's no security in whatever you're buying here. A lot of people are clouded by envy, jealousy, and stuff. And we've seen these things happen. I'm not inciting any war, but it's not a bad comment to say, go home and build, develop your cities. Emenike, as big as it's been, crying. Imagine some people that are nobody. Who do you want to go to? Houses, people crying. You watching your houses, they are bringing it down. No, if you come out and say anything, they tell you go home. Why don't you go to... I'm not a tribalistic person. The first set of people that I set up here, when I started content creating, the closest people I had, two of them were Yoruba. Guys, they know what I'm saying. People that know me that time, they know. Most of my neighbors are Yoruba people. We don't ever have issues. We don't have issues. So if it's not about tribe. If you make any comments now against government, you are going to see like about 5 comments telling you, go back to your east, go back to your east, go back to your east, go back. If you click on those accounts, you realize that most of them are ghosts. You won't see their pictures, you won't see anything. I don't know who is mobilizing them and stuff, but you know there's jealousy and envy that is being incited somewhere and mobilized to the internet, mobilized to the politics that does not favor the common man. The advice is very straightforward. Go back to your place. Stop building where you have no security that this is yours. It's a personal opinion. For those of you who say, I cannot live here, maybe by chance, we might have our own seaport, maybe in the east. And there will be no more stress, no more people trying to come and squeeze living in the name of where we will have access to buying things or shipment and all of that. Maybe if that happens, it's going to reduce it. Do your business. It's okay. Let me even clear some people that say, there are people are trooping in Lagos here because somebody built it to the standard. Go to the localest, is that English like that? Go to the localest place in Kogi State or in the north, even that Bonu, you see Igbo man with a shop. Very local. Go to inside the dome, you see Igbo man with shops. They have more shops in every part of the country. This message is particularly not for Yoruba of us. I'm advising and encouraging my brothers. Go back home. Invest your money wisely. Build where you have the security. You go and build in Enugu. You have your document, have everything. It's yours. So boy, Kevin.
My Igbo people are going on Africa. Igbo are there. If you're an Igbo person, please come closer. As a ferocious war has been declared on us, please help me and share this video because the clouds have gathered again. Some group of infidels from the Yoruba ethnicity have vowed to bring Igbo down. This time around, it is not with physical weapons, but with cheap lies and propaganda. Those are said groups of Ndiofe man who went and created a website titled MissIgbo.com, where they explicitly publish total lies against the Igbos to instigate hate and rivalry between the Igbos and other international countries where Igbos live and work. A glance at the website reveals shocking allegations and barefaced lies and manipulations of the truth, or to make Igbo a pariah and butt of jokes in the Committee of Nations. This despicable website contains shocking content, which includes false and wicked accusations that Igbos are involved in cannibalism and skull mining. Outrageous with no basis in truth. Skull mining that the Yorubas are the headquarters and branches in Nigeria. These are people that dig graves to harvest skulls. Those that go for head hunting just to bury their kings. Hi Yoruba. Yariba, you are done for.
Now, the next one is manipulated and doctored images presented as if they were real just to deceive the public and cast Igbos in a negative light. Fabricated and distorted historical narratives created to smear the names of the Igbo people and deny their rich cultural heritage. Open ethnic hate speech and incitement designed to provoke anger, sow division, and even fuel possible violence. This is not just ordinary misinformation. It is a calculated campaign of calumny.
Igbo bụ Igbo, ekele m unu. Ọlọlọ ndị Akachimete na-ekwu, a ka na-ewetara unu ọnọdụ Igbo. Dịka ihe anyị na-eme bụ ebe ọbụla ihe mmekpa ahụ na ihe mkpagbu ahụ na-eme ndị Igbo. Anyị na-aga bịa na-ewetara unu eziokwu ka o si eme. Maka na ihe anyị chọpụtara bụ na Nigerian media, ihe ọbụla gbasara ndị Igbo, ha na-asọpres ya. Ebe anyị nọ n'ụbọchị taata, unu ga ha ahụ na ka ụmụnne anyị ndị nọ na Spanda, nọ na trade fair, na-ebegharị akwa dịka eji were katapila na-akụrisi ihe ụmụ Igbo na-arụ na Spanda. Ụnụ maka ndị a chịrị enweta Spanda n'ụwa bụ na Obasanjo nyere ha ya mgbe a na-eme privatization. Ha were ya ebe abụọ ọhịa enwere uru ọbụla. Mana today, ha chọọ nọ n'ebe a dịka ebe na-eweta nnukwute ego na-akwụ tax na support gọọmenti. Recently ka anyị bịa hụ na ha afụgo na anyị arụchala ọ na-aga, ha na-amịbata nwayọọ nwayọọ. Anyị nọzire dịka last week wee fụ ka o si efegharị n'anya mmiri, fụ ka katapila si na-arị ụlọ ndị mmadụ na-arịtu. Ya ka anyị ji wee sị ka anyị bịakwa ka anyị wetara ụnụ ka o si wee mee. Onye mmiri ya nọ ebe a, nwanne gwa ha aha gị.
Afọ ọmụmụ Chukwuma Ileka. PA to CSO of Aspanda.
Okay, onye nwa PA to CSO Aspanda. Ya nwa na-akpọgharị anyị n'ụbọchị taa ka o gosi anyị ebe akụrịrị ihe. Ebe anyị na ugbo abụọ
New site, Aspanda new site.
Ihe ahụ Aspanda new site. You can imagine ụdị ego a ebe a arụsị agha ndị mmadụ bido ahịa, ụdị tax na ụdị ego ha ga na-eweta na gọọmenti. Mana tata, because na anyị bụ ndị Igbo na a na-achị ha na-eme anyị ka eji rigo ya. Biko na unu ga-eche, anyị ga-ewetara unu ka o si na-eme ndị ọ metụtara ihe kpatara eji na-eme ya. Ndewo. Tell him to cut. Igbo bụ Igbo, dịka anyị si na-agwa ụlọ na mbụ, ihe abụcha ụlọ ahịa ndị mmadụ rụrụ arụ. Ụlọ mana ihe awụkwanụ ndụ anyị bidoro 2 naira Awolowo nyere anyị na ka a lụsịrị agha. Ewere 2 naira nye anyị ka anyị wee nwee ike ịhụ na egbutọpụrụ anyị after Awolowo kwuru na ji agụụ as a hunger, as a weapon of war. Mgbe ha sị na ha agaghị emeri agha Biafra, were gbuo over 1 million children of the Biafran nation. Then after the war, onye kwa anyị 2 naira to finish us up. Ngwa na omeho ihe nchọpụtara ugbu a na President Buhari Tinubu tekere continue reform ebe Awolowo kwụsịrị reform every indication. Ihe niile nke ha na-eme o gosi na o continue reform ebe Awolowo kwụsịrị. Awolowo ga-erote the build up to 2023 election. Amusu, former governor of Ogun State, pụtara kwuo na wepụta anyị nwere nke audio nkata ya na our current president Shetima kpara. Shetima wee na vice president kpara, Shetima vice president kpara wee na-agwa ndị Igbo na ha na-agba ndị Igbo nkịtị. And ụlọ anya hụ na policy Buhari from now continue to Tinubu, ịhụ na policy ha wụ to strangle Igbo business. Unfortunately, ya na bounce the back. Maka na ha bụ eti ego ego na ihe eji eme importation. Ụmụ Igbo bita n'ahịa gị gbakọ na ma ego ejiri gba agba ma nke iji ship abịa na ngwa ahịa abụgidikwa another one. You know, ihe wee rịa elu ha hụ na nke ahụ anaghị awụ ọkụ. Ha gbalịala chụpụsị ọrụ bekee ugbu a lahaji bank lahaji lahaji ha hụkwa na anyị ka dị strong. So ihe achọsị ụmụ ugbu a na umezi attack ọdụ ebe anyị nọ na-azụ ahịa. Mana Chineke nke ndị Igbo, Chineke nke anyị na-efe, ọ bụrụ na Chukwu ekwe ha ka akpọchapụ anyị n'agha, ọkpụkpọ ka ekpochapụ anyị oge esi ize ego anyị niile na bank. Ana m agụ na ndị Igbo ihe wụ another face. A sị na chịkọta onye ụwa achụpụ anyị ebe ahụ dị ya mma. Ihe a na-abụ a wake up call to ndị Igbo na ọrụ ole mgbe anyị ga-ewegharị ọnọdụ, ọrụ ole mgbe anyị ga-anọgharị. No excuses. Ọ bụrụ na ndị nna anyị ha enweghị excuse mgbe anyị nyere ha 2 naira
Mgbe ha tutu naira, ọ ga-alụrụ agha. However, they did not cry, they did not give any excuse. However, I think in this time and era, we will do better. No more ports na Igbo. How the hell reports? No more they won't put it. I will take to the bull by the horn. We're telling all the men to do the rubber, but I can one a little bit expander. But all I can give men. In the name we are going to Lana Navy. I don't see a blue control Lana Navy Metaya. In the outside, I shop her. In the outside, I have to tell her, I said, we are like Kanu. From Lagos to Kanu, it's over 12 hours. Lagos to Alibu is less than 6 hours. Ndị Igbo think o ga-erule mgbe anyị ga-alụgharị. Mana aka na-ebe dịka ọtụtụ ndị jiri mgbara ajụjụ ọnụ ọbụ. Ị na-ala ka ndị gọvanọ ị na-alakwu. Ya wa ajụjụ ha na-ajụ.